Okay, another question over here. Can you explain what's happening on dollar yen? Is bullish but keep touching my stop loss. Okay, first thing here, little thought for you guys as well, right? Food for thought. Okay. I know it's a phase, it's a journey where at some time in your journey of trading, okay, you're gonna go through this phase of finding explanation of what's happening in the market. Okay, why I can say this, because I went through that, right? I went through this phase, trying to find a reason for why the market is doing certain things, why the market is moving like that, and things like this. Okay? Every trader goes through this phase, I believe. Okay, and this phase is quite a dangerous phase if you don't know how to resolve it, right? Because what can happen is you can go in circles. Okay, when I was in this phase, I was actually starting to explore fundamental analysis, and I started to go in circle, right? So my journey kind of, in summary, my journey started off like that, right? I focus a lot on technical first, okay? And then as I trade using technical analysis, and then at some point in my journey, I started to ask questions, similar to what you're asking right now. Of course, you ask it, but me is in my head, right? I'm asking why the market is doing this, why the market is going up right now, why the market is coming down right now, why the market is not moving, right? So I'm trying to find an answer, or what we call an explanation to what the market is doing, okay? And while I was searching answer, that's where I came across fundamental analysis, right? So it's kind of like a good thing because it got me exposed to new things in the market. But I got stuck in this cycle for a period of time during then, okay, back then. And I tried to dig deeper and deeper, trying to find one answer to why the market is moving like that. And then you also need to know there's so many ways of which the market can move, right? And if you want to find an answer for every movement of that, that's where I say you need to be careful, because you can fall into that trap of this cycle, okay? And if you don't get out of this cycle, what's gonna happen? You're gonna be stuck within it, and you keep trying to find an answer, and yet you can't find the answer that satisfies your question, okay? Then I realized, as a trader, you don't need the explanation, to be honest, right? I mean, it's good to have the foundation of certain things, to give you that confidence in trading and investing, right? In participating in the market. It's good to have that confidence, and the confidence comes from the foundation of understanding, the basics of how the market functions. But you don't need to explain everything, okay? Do I need to know why the dollar yen goes up? Do I need to know why the dollar yen comes down? Maybe I can explain it from a fundamental point of view. I can explain it from a sentiment perspective. But bottom line here is, if today I'm just interested in extracting profits out of the market, okay, I don't need to drill down to the very detail as to why, okay? Because at the end of the day, if I can project and with higher probability identify the direction, make money out of it, that's the objective, okay? So this is something that, since you brought it up, okay, I just wanted to really touch on, so that you become aware of this thing. And if you find yourself trapped within this cycle, try to get out of it, okay? Try to get out of it as soon as you can. But I'm not saying that you don't go and pick up the knowledge, right? But you need to accept the fact that, number one, no one in the market can really give you a full explanation of to why each market is moving in a certain way, okay? There is an overarching framework to guide that answer, but the exact explanation, nobody knows, okay? Because as I mentioned, right, I can come in from a point of fundamental to explain to you. I can come from a sentiment perspective. I can come from the framework of supply and demand, people buying and selling, right? So there are frameworks to answer that, but the exact answer to that, nobody knows the true answer, and you don't need that, right? So I hope this kind of makes sense, right? And you don't get trapped within this for too long, okay? So hopefully that helps.